see nobody. One person in here. That's cool. Hello. Hello, Angela. So you guys see the title. You guys see the title of the live stream. So you are very clear. Okay, thanks, Angela. Yeah, so you guys see the title of the stream. So this is what is true. So this is what I want you to know about, narcissists. So this is what they see, when they see you, is what they see, what they know from the beginning. When they see you, this is what attracts them to you, is that they see that you're like the whole package of somewhat, or you're a full glass of water, and they're thirsty. So this is what they see. So this is what's attracting to you, and this is why they are relentless at getting you, because they see, and this is what they want, So who would really want a glass of water on a nice hot summer day? So they see you a full glass and they want every drop, and that being a full glass of water, they can see, you might have money, you might have everything going on together, you might be gorgeous, handsome, beautiful, you might be a nice dresser, you might have nice resources, nice career, great education, things like that. Whatever it is that you have that they see, it is you a full glass of water to them. So, and they want that. So just like yesterday, I made a video, narcissists are empty glass. So you can't get nothing out of them. It's ironic. This is the reason why they would want you, because they see you are a full glass of water. So this is why narcissists are always going to be, you're always going to be attracted to you. And these are the people that narcissists look for, the type of people narcissists want. They want people that have life in them, people that are full glasses of water. And what you have is what they want. And they will drink every last drop of your glass of your water till you're empty. Once you're empty, then they discard you and move to the next full glass of water. Till they drink that glass all up, then they coming back to the new one, or they'll just go right back to you and hoover you, the X supply. And after you fill up, you refill your glass back up, then they come back to get more and do the same thing over again. So be very careful of Angela. Do they get karma? Yes, they do. They do. That's a universal law. No one is exempt from it. So yes, it does happen. The thing is kind of hard to tell when a narcissist is getting karma, is because what they do is play the victim all the time. Every time, so you can't even tell when they're getting karma, because every time something happens in their life, they play the victim card. It's somebody else's fault, and they always got a lot of drama, a lot of baggage going on. So it's always something, something always wrong with their life, something always going on, and they always playing the victim. So it's kind of hard to tell when they get karma, because there's always something going on. There's always some drama in their life that they create. But yes, they do get karma. That's a universal law. No one is exempt from that. Luscious? I hope I said your name right. Is it luxurious? Luxurious. Hello, Kevin. My ex-parents live next door to my parents. My ex-parents live next door to my parents. I see her in her new supply sometimes, and it kills me. What can I do to deal with this when visiting my parents? What you do is just ignore it. You just don't worry about it. Don't pay attention. I mean, it's kind of normal for when you break up with somebody, and you really liked them and cared for them, and you guys didn't work out or broke up for whatever reason. That's normal reaction to where you say, okay, they with somebody else, and you that's normal to feel like that way, to see that. But what you have to do is just understand and think about what you went through. What did you go through with her, the partner you was with? If they, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath, you go through hell dealing with them. So you got to focus on that, or what you went through. So then once you understand that and focus on that and say, well, see, we have this thing called selective memory, where we only remember the good times of good things, So, selective memory has something to do with the part of our brain where I think is the dopamine part. It's the happy part, and selective memory is connected to that. So what you do is don't forget that what you went through, and just ignore it. Don't even worry about what they're doing. Just focus on what you're doing and don't let it bother you. Just understand it's just a breakup. They moved on. Be happy that you got them out of your life, basically. So what I was gonna say as well, continue, is like, yes. So this is what attracted them to you. This is what they're looking for. So you are what they're looking for. They know what they're looking for. So once they have you and got you, then they're gonna drain you. They see you a full glass of water. They want every drop of you. And once they get every drop of you and you empty, they don't suck you dry, wore you out. Suck you dry your money, done ruin your life, done, did all these bad things to you. Then they leave and then go to the next person. So this is what they do. And this is a pattern, and just be aware of that. So, understand that you have something that they want, and they know what they want, and they see what you have. So they know when they see you, and they know when they're examining you and they're analyzing you, they're very analytic. They see what you have, good qualities that you have that they want to benefit from. You gotta understand, like, these people are looking for attention. They're looking for love. They're looking for all these different things and stuff like that. So once they see that you have what they're looking for, then they are going to, like, this is why they do the love bombing. So true. We're going no contact today. That's awesome, no contact. They are very demonic. Zuri says they are very demonic. Yup, for sure. Angela, I'm glad I left my narc. I'm at peace. Yup, you at peace. Yup. When you get them out of your life. Hey, Cat, hello everyone. Hello, Shakira. Angelica. What's so crazy is around the holidays he sends a text here and there, but I don't fall for it. Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, narcissists love to hoover during the holidays. They looking for that love. They looking for that love and that attention, that affection. They don't like to be lonely for the holidays, They very lonely themselves, period. So the holidays is a time that they want to ruin your holidays and ruin Christmas. They like the Grinch who stole Christmas when it comes to holidays. They don't like holidays and Christmas because it's supposed to be full of joy, love, happiness, peace, everyone enjoying each other and having a good time. It's based around love and joy. They don't have that, so they want to ruin other people's, but then they want to receive that love and joy from other people, But I'm glad you didn't fall for it, Angela. They are soulless and evil. Yup, very true, Angela. And big time users, yes. They are very much, yes, Angela, they are very well users. That's all they do. See, these people, they don't take, they take, they don't give. They don't like to, they see giving as being weak and them taking a loss. So they don't give anything. They just take. That's all they're about, is taking. They're all about receiving they are not about giving at all. Narcissist just knock on my door. Yeah, well, yeah, they Sema, I think that's your name. Yeah, they you mean like in a sense like you always attracted them? It's like they just come straight to you all the time? Dominic put they are freeloaders. Yeah, Dominic, they're freeloaders. They definitely are. They freeloaders and mooshers. Sema said no. So what you mean? Like you mean your narcissist just knocked on your door? Like now, that's what you mean? Sema trying to go no contact. Yes, that's the best thing for you to do is go no contact. And you Sema, you mean yes, the narcissist was knocking on your door just now? Yeah. When narcissists knocking on your door, you don't want to be bothered. They don't listen. You gotta call the police on them, Angela. And when they do give it to benefit them, yes, Angela. Like Angela said, when they do give, it's to benefit them. Yeah, so you can't trust nothing they do. Anything nice or any good gesture they do, it's not real, it's not authentic. And I have a video on that. It's called Angela. I did a video on that. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it's called Narcissist. Narcissists Don't Give Out of Love, Part 1. So if you go check my playlist on my channel, you'll see that video, and I explain and talk about that. And they don't. It's all because they all about them. They are self-centered. Everything is all about and around them. So when they're giving, it's to get something in return. And you don't even know that is that. You don't know that that's what they're giving for, if that's the reason why they're giving. You don't know, you know. It's very behind the doors, very secretive. They're very sneaky. So they see something that they want, you don't even know about it, so they give in order to get that. And sometimes you don't even know, you know, it don't even have nothing to do with you. Like if they do something for you, somebody else will give them something for that, and you won't even know that's what's going on. That's why I would say never take nothing from them. Never take anything from them. That's why they say one of the laws of the 48 Power is despise a free lunch. Lucois, a week before she disappeared, she brought me clothes, shoes, a 60-inch screen TV, and more. We had sex and everything seemed good. Then she disappeared. Why act like we doing great, then discard? Oh yeah, I gotta do a video on that. Luxuous, I think that's your name. I don't know, I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah, they do that on purpose. As they ghost you at a time like that, after they did that, well, first it's caused confusion for you. They know that. They want to confuse you. Then that creates a trauma bond. So that's to keep you going back towards them and dealing with them, is because stuff like that causes a trauma bond. And as well, another reason why they do things like that and then ghost like that is because you're going to always remember that. You know, that's why they'll leave you during a holiday or your anniversary of your marriage. They'll walk out and ask for a divorce. Or they'll leave you on your birthday, or they cheat on you on your birthday, or things like that, because around times like that, like, you will always remember that. So that's why they do that, because you're always going to remember that. And then they know you're always going to remember them, and you're always going to be on their mind. And they like things like that. They don't want people to forget them. So this is why they do things like that. You'll never forget them. And this makes it more easier for you to, easier for you to, let's say, to take them back. And then you also want to get closure from them. So then, you know, when they come back, once they leave like that, you don't know what happened. They just ghost you. Plus, they do that because they don't, you know, you'll never get closure from them. So, and then once they leave like that, you're going to be confused and wondering what happened. So they know they left and just ghost and disappear without breaking up with you and just ghost and disappear. When they come back, you're going to be focused on just trying to figure out what happened, what's wrong. And when somebody disappear, leave like that, you're confused, you mind boggle, you want to know what happened. So when they come back, you just want to know what happened. You think you're going to get closure, but you're not. They're just going to jump right back into what you guys left right back. They want to just go right back to where you guys left off at. I have a child with him, and it's so nerve-wracking. He's always up to shenanigans. Is it Alzita? Alzita? I hope I say your name right. I have a child with him, and it's so nerve-wracking. He's always up to shenanigans. Yeah, they always up to something. Alzita, they always up to something. Yeah, they always up to some shenanigans. They can't help it. They all about being sneaky and just creating drama and having antics and doing things. That's them. That's their nature. Like, that's what they do. You know, they don't have nothing good or great to offer. There's nothing, you know, great about them. Like, they're not about positivity. So this is why they do things, and it's to make you upset and make you mad too. They like doing things like that and laugh because it's funny to them. You know, they enjoy negative things. They enjoy doing things behind your back and then smirking in your face like you have no idea. Barbie loves truth. It's great to be woke to their BS. Life is way better now. I'm still stuck with Narc Path. Just finished some courses. Planning now between Kevin. Yup, awesome. Angela, that's one of the tricks they play. Yup. Keeping my faith, or how about not even come to your college graduation? Yeah, they don't want to celebrate you. Yeah, keeping my faith. Yeah, they like that. They don't want to celebrate other people. They don't like celebrating other people or celebrating their accomplishment because they jealous anyway, and they don't want to see you accomplish or be successful anyway. So that's why they don't want to come. They don't like doing things like that, like going to somebody's graduation and being happy for them and celebrating them. And they self-centered. They all about them. Anything I got to do with somebody else and what other people do to them don't mean nothing. But you know, if they graduated, then keeping my faith, if she would have graduated, then you better be there. Everybody in the world better be there. The president better be there, you know, and everybody better be celebrating and more excited and happy than them. And I got a video on that too, keeping my faith. I forgot what it's called. It's Narcissist, I think it's called Narcissists Love to Celebrate, Part 1. Narcissists Love to Celebrate. So check that video out, and I explain your question about things like this in the video. Angela, narcs are sick in the head. Yeah, that's true. Who's that? Miss Terry. Hello, Sir Kevin. Hello. Hello, Miss Terry. Angela. They are insecure individuals. Yeah, they're very insecure. Yep, very insecure. They don't want you to notice, and this is the reason why they act the way they act. And things like that. Because they are. This is why they act the way they act. Some of the things why they do what they do, because they are very insecure. On the surface, it's kind of hard to tell. You know, it's kind of hard to tell because they don't really show that, and they don't really show that so you can see that and know that, because they don't want you to know that. Because to them, that's spotting their weakness. They don't want you to spot their weakness, and that's them being vulnerable. So they don't really show that, you know. they kind of good at hiding that at first, and then you'll eventually catch on like they very insecure. No shit, thanks, Kevin. Oh, pronounced like Lucius on Empire. LOL. Okay, it's Lucius. Okay, cool. You're welcome as well, Lucius. Keeping my faith. Then they quick to say we stuck in the past, but they're constantly repeating the past by doing the same mess. Yeah, they only gonna yeah, but see, they'll say something like that towards you, like, oh, you're stuck in the past, even if you're not stuck in the past. They'll just say that to you just to say it to you, just to have their way, or just to nag you, or just to have something to complain, or just to have a comeback. You know, sometimes they'll just say stuff just to say it, just not to say anything, because everything to them is all about winning. Like, so this is why they go around trying to win small petty things like arguments. Like, they focus on winning things like arguments. Like, and this is why their life is like the way it is, because they're so small-minded. They think very small, and they have you know, tunnel vision all the time. So they focus on winning stuff like arguments. And this is why they're stuck in the past. They're really stuck in the past. And they repeat the same thing, like, keeping my faith, you're right. That's what they do. This is why when you deal with one and they come back, it's gonna be the same thing over and over. When they hoover you, they just hoovering you for the same thing. It's a cycle, it's a pattern over and over and over again, all through their whole life. It's the same thing over and over. They don't never change. And they don't learn anything either. Dominique, they love reactions. Gray rock is a skill worth practicing for your energy's sake. Yes, that's true, Dominique. Miss Terry, the scariest thing is when they are sneaking around with your kinfolks and doing dirt to you behind your back, then getting your children to do their dirty work and be their flying monkeys too. Yes, Miss Terry, they'll use anybody, and they definitely like to use the kids to be the flying monkeys. Yeah, and they do go around your back messing with your kin folks. You can't trust them. Angela, when you first meet them, I remember you of yourself. They remind you of yourself. Angela, when you first meet them, I reminded you of yourself. Oh, Angela, you mean why they remind you when you first meet them? Why they remind you of you? Why they will remind you of yourself? I gotta do a video on that. If that's what you mean, Angela, that's because they remind you of you because they mirror you. Angela, they mirror you when they meet you and start getting to know you and spending time and talking and dealing with you. They watch you and mirror you. This is why it seems like from the beginning, this is your soulmate. This is why you think, this is the one, this is my soulmate. Because what they do is they just mirror you. They become who you are. And then they analyze and see what type of person do you want. So they become full-heartedly of what you would want in a partner, or what you would want in a friendship, or whatever. Like, they're good at mirroring people. They mirror you, that's all they do. They just be who you are. And so with that being said, you see a reflection of yourself when you're looking at them. So what that will cause you to do is just think you just fall a person who just understands everything about you, and you understand them, and you think, well, what a perfect match made in heaven, which is really not. So that's the dangerous thing that they do. They mirror you, and they do this on purpose. They know that it works because they not their real self. They don't have no real personality. So what they do is they just mirror people. They just say, okay, what this person, who this person is, what do they like, what type of person do they like. And then they just become that. They can tell what type of person you like. They study you, they analyze you, and they just watch you and observe you, and then they do what you do. Lucas, how did you find out all your info on narcs, experience and research? Lucius, both experience and research. Lucius said, how did you find out all of your info on narcs, experience or research? It was both. It was both. Angelica, so predictable. Yeah, once you know them, you see they're very predictable. Barbie loves truth. They are like the nasty trolls you see on YouTube, but an educated empath is a narcissist's worst nightmare. Thank you, Kevin. You're welcome. Yeah, what you said is 100% true. Yeah, they are like trolls. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I got trolled earlier today by one on my channel. Left a nasty comment. Yeah, but an educated empath is their worst nightmare, because what happens is that they see you an empath, so these are the most people that they're attracted to and they want the most. And then once they see you educated, they scared, like, oh wow, you know, they just don't run away. And if you got light, anything about you that's light, they don't like light, they'll run away from that too. Yes, keeping my faith, they pretend to like whatever you like to bring you closer to them. Yes, 100%. Yes, what they do is that they mirror you. Right. So, you think you met your twin flame? What they call is a twin flame. You think you met your soulmate? This is what they do. This is why they mirror you, because they know this will work. This is what you're gonna think, and so this is what they do. This is why they do it. They pretend to agree to have the same morals, values, and principles that you have, which they don't have morals, values, or principles at all. They pretend to have the same interests as you. They pretend to be like you, like the same interests, have the same personality, and want the same thing you want, and have the same goals as you, but they don't. They just mirroring you. So you easily fall into the trap. You know the saying, if it's too good to be true, it is? That's not a cliche. That's really something we need to take heed to. If it's too good to be true, it is. And that's what narcissists present themselves as, something that's too good to be true. So that's why they try to get you high off your brain, the dopamine part of your brain during the love bombing stage. They act like you the best thing since sliced bread. And then with the mirroring that they do, it's a big drug towards you. Angelica, dang, shaking my head. This is a learning experience. I hope so, Angela. Miss T. Pat. Everybody stay woke. Shaking my head. Dawn. Hi, Kevin. I didn't realize that you're doing a live stream. Hope I'm not too late. Now, it's only been a half an hour, Dawn. Dawn, take care and thanks. You're welcome, Dawn. You take care too, Angela. I went through hell for 3 years. I was drained. It's a true blessing. I got free. Yes, it is, Angela. Congratulations on your 3 years of being narcissist free, Miss T. Pat. What's up with the light, Kevin? Miss T. Pat. What's up with what light? What's going on with the light? Dawn, why are they prone to crime? Oh, okay. I get it. Well, you have both. You have ones who just, you have ones who's just, Dawn, you have some who just, they do the worst stuff, but they don't want to get in trouble with the law, so they make sure that they don't. Like, that's like a big no-no to them. That's like a pet peeve for them. So they won't be in no type of trouble, but they'll be doing all type of crimes, breaking the law. But they'll just be very sneaky and calculated about it to where they'll just get other people to do it. They'll be involved and they'll be the ringleader and the masters of it, but they'll just have people involved in it and doing the dirty work for them. Then you have the other narcissists who just hands-on with it. So it all depends on the narcissist. Keeping my faith. They hate authority. Yeah, they hate authority. They hate being told what to do. They like to be superior, and they don't like nobody else to be superior over them. They don't like authority. Like, so if you have authority over them, they really don't like that. And they're going to challenge you and make problems and issues with you all the time. Like, even where they work at, the boss that they have, they don't like their boss because they have authority over them. They don't like people having authority over them. They like to have all the power. They like to be in control. They like to run the show. But they'll pretend like, that they won't show that. They won't, you won't know that they don't like their boss, or they don't, they don't like authority. Where they know that they can't express it because, that's to be a big no-no and they'll get fired or something like that, in trouble. So what they do is they just good at pretending and faking like they don't have a problem with authority. But they very do have a problem with authority. Dawn, thanks, keeping. Miss Patty, you said they run from your light. Yeah, if they find out that you got light, because they are dark people, they don't like the light. Like, so if they see that you have light, they'll run from it. It just scares them. It runs them off. Like, they don't like truth, none of that, They dark, so they don't like light. Like, it don't mix to them. So if they see light, you got light, or they light in you, they don't like that. They don't have no problem with seeing your light and try to turn your light off or turn you dark. They try to do that all the time to people. But once they see they can't do that, then they just run. They see that they can't change you, so then they become scared and then run. Or sometimes they'll still deal with you, but, they'll have you in a whole bunch of chaos, and they're scared of your light, but they got you in so much chaos that they like dimming your light. If they could dim your light, then they're not scared. But once they see like they can't dim your light, then they'll just run. They just run scared because they can't dim your light. They scared of you if you got light, but if they could dim it, then they're not scared that much. They scared, but they not 100% scared because they could dim it. And then it don't shine or show that much, so they don't see it that much. Welcome. Barbie's love truth. Love bombing, then devaluing. It's the contrast they love. The higher they lift you up, the bigger the drop. They are evil. Yup, Barbie's loves truth. That's 100% correct. Dawn, I don't understand, Kevin. I'm lost. Dawn, what you don't understand? Alzita, it's like it's a epidemic nowadays. Yes, it's like a plague or something. Yeah, it's just spreading wide and fast. It's like it's everywhere, all over. It's just growing rapidly fast. It's almost scary. It's everywhere you turn. This is everywhere. So these Rose Goddess, these people are wicked and they have an issue with people who have self-confidence. Yeah, they don't like people who have self-confidence because they don't have self-confidence. They hide this. They don't show you that because they don't want you to know that. But they don't have no confidence at all. That's very true. Angela, yes, so true. My ex-nut stayed moving from job to job. Yeah, because Angela, probably because he was just being a narc, no respect for authority, or just doing all type of different things, being a pain, or just not doing a job, or just causing problems at the job. That's what they do. Dominique, being honest, I've developed narc trait from being around it so long. Don't let them turn you into one of them. Protect your light. I learned the hard way. That is so true, Dominique, 100%. That was awesome too, what you said. Rose Goddess, Kevin, every narc I meet had a light, and I thought they were God sent good people, and then I realized they were evil demons. Could the light have been a reflection of me? Yes, Rose Goddess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They know how to pretend like they not who they are, but what they do is like they mirror you, and they become the person that you are. So you thinking that these people are good people, they got light, like they save people, honest, decent people, but they not. They also already know like what you're looking for and how to pretend. Like, see, they do this either way if you don't even know them. Like, say like you're dealing with narcs on your job, you might not even know that you're dealing with a narcissist, a sociopath, or a psychopath on your job. You know, because they know how to portray the image. What you got to understand is also, too, they know how to look like they are good, honest, decent, awesome people. Because what they do is they wear a mask. They have a persona. Like, they wear a mask so people don't see who they are. They don't want people to see them for who they really truly are, so they wear a mask. So if they are no good people and they wear a mask, they're going to wear the mask that shows they are the opposite of who they really are, which is they're going to wear a mask of an awesome person. See, they know what good people, honest people look like, how they act, how they speak, and the things that they do. They just act like that. It's easy for you to portray and act like. It's kind of like an actor who takes the role of, think about your top A-list actors and actresses, how well they play a role. You know, they'll do an awesome job of playing a lawyer role, then playing a doctor role, then playing a police officer role, and they don't play. That's just what they are. They're good at acting. They're good at imitating. And yes, it was a reflection of you too, Rose Goddess, and also the mirroring of you, and them just being good at acting and knowing what to pretend to be like. Miss T. Pat, you will know them by their fruit. Yup. That's honestly the truth. With narcissists, with these people, you just give them time. They'll reveal them true selves. Like, that's why you take your time with people and give them time to really prove and you really to see who they are, their true characters. Like, because a person could fake, they could pretend and fake they could pretend for like 90 days very well, but eventually they mask does slip and people true characters will come out. Dawn, I get they hate authorities, but I'm having difficulty understanding your answer as to why they hate authorities. They don't like people telling them what to do. They have a problem with authority. They have authority issues. Like, these people, they don't like people to tell them what to do. They feel like no one should tell them what to do. They feel they are so weak. These people are so weak and fragile. And they live off their feelings. So people telling them what to do it's like, and then they like to be in control. They don't like nobody having control over them. So it feels like to them that somebody's having control over them. They don't like people having control over them. They want to do what they want, how they want to do it, when they want to do it. They don't want people telling them what to do. And they don't act or think how, regular people think and act. So their way of seeing things and doing things is not gonna coexist remotely with the people who are the opposite of them. So everything a person do that has control or authority over them is gonna bother them, because they're not going to see it the way they see it. So you're going to ask them and expect things of them that they want to do. They don't want to do what's expected of them. They want to do what they want to do. They don't like following rules. They create rules and do what they want to do when they want to do it. Miss Terry, Their only confidence is evil doing. Yup, that's right, Miss Terry. They very well invested in that and have very well confidence in that. Darn. I hired a pro bono attorney on some friends of my ex-husband. I may have to get him to talk to his bank, my old one. Okay, Dawn again. Is he mad at me because I show confidence in going to a credit union? Yeah. Like, yeah, this is how they see it. How dare you try to better your life and do something great for yourself? Because this is not the things they wake up and think about or stuff they want to do. They hate to see people better themselves and want to do good for themselves. You know? And then the more you do for yourselves and you be independent, you know, all that do is shows them of you being you and wanting to do things and accomplish things for your life and doing great things you should be doing. They look at it and see it as, you know, disrespect towards them. And it reminds them of what they're not doing, of how lazy they is, or how not motivated they is, or how they don't want nothing in life, and how they not doing this or they don't have that. And that's just some. That's just a little in a nutshell. But I have to do a video on that to explain more. Jamal Facts, Dawn. That helps, Kevin. I'm glad it did. Just keeping my faith. That's why when they call you crazy, a part of you question yourself, which is where gaslighting comes in, because they do marry you so much at the beginning. It's sad. Yeah, you do question yourself. Yeah, the gaslighting definitely gets you to question yourself. It happened to me before. It definitely happened to me before a few times. Don't, what happened to your message? It retracted. Message retracted. Jamal, why do they cheat with your family members? Because what will hurt you the most? I mean, cheating hurts, and that's the worst, biggest betrayal. So they'll do the worst that they can do to you, and it proves, and to them it proves, and then it also proves to you that, you know, it will make you feel like you really ain't nobody, or you have nobody, or like you must not be a good person for someone in your family to cheat with them or to portray you like that. You'll feel that way because they portrayed you like that, but even worse is because your own flesh and blood betrayed you like that. It's the same thing. If your brother steals from you, that's going to be worse than your best friend that steals from you. You'll be hurt from both, but you're not going to be more, Jamal, you won't be more hurt than from your brother betraying you than your best friend. Wanda, hello, Wanda. Yeah. So everybody, what we have to do and understand is that we all tall glasses of water. Narcissists see that and they want every drop of it. This is why you attract narcissists. Like, you'll always attract narcissists. The thing is, you not being attracted to narcissists and you being educated on narcissists and on narcissism, so that you won't even end up dealing with them. So they cheat to make you look bad. Yeah, they cheat to make you look bad, but more so they cheat to hurt you. They cheat to hurt you. And they cheat because they definitely more so just really cheat so they can hurt you. And also they get off on cheating and doing sneaky things. They get off on doing sneaky things and doing stuff behind your back and betraying you. This a high to them. They get off on that. That's the stuff they live for. It's a rush for them. That's what excites them. That's what makes their day. And also they cheat because they need to deal. I got a video on that too, matter of fact, Dawn. I forgot what it's called though, but it's about the reason why narcissists cheat. And they cheat because they are empty, so they're always looking for somebody to fill this empty hole. Like these people are empty, so they're always looking for somebody to fill this empty hole that they have. And so that's why they got to deal with multiple people. That's why they have so much supply, so much enablers, so many flying monkeys, because they need all of this. And even all of this they have is still not enough. This is why they're always searching and grabbing more and getting more and looking for more. And this is why they cheat, because one is never enough. There's never could be enough for a narcissist. This is how so empty and soulless they are. Wanda, why is it 1 minute they act like they're the knight in shining armor and the next they become evil, naive? Evil Knievel. Yeah, well, this is because they want you to believe. They want you to believe, Wanda, they want you. This is them pretending to be. See, this good persona that they put up, they show it sometimes because this is really what they want to be seen as and want people to think they are. So they're gonna show this every now and then. And they do it so they can confuse you and you won't keep believing that. You know, the stuff that they do, you question it, you get mad, then they act like, okay, no, this is because they know the good shining armor is who you really fell in love with and who you met. So once they show their true colors, they switch back to the false good self. So to remind you, just to keep you holding on, you know, like, okay, I knew that I didn't make a mistake. And then once they see that you going back to, once they see they did enough damage, you almost done or out the door, then they say, okay, let me switch back to the good person. It's like they play both characters, a bad cop, good cop. And then that evil Knievel stuff gotta come out. It gotta come out. They can't help it. They can't hold it. And then this is when they mad. This is when they come out, when they mad or they pissed off at something. Jamal, wow. Whoa. Wow. That's deep, brother. Barbie loves truth. My ex-husband, father of my children, is friends with my narc mom. He drugged me at a family wedding. He tried to kill me. I fell twice that night. I could have died. Pure evil. Yeah. You gotta be very careful. You can't trust them on no level, any shape or form, or any aspect whatsoever. You can't trust them. They will go through great lengths and do anything to destroy you. Wanda, why do they always play the victim? Well, this especially, yeah, they love, especially the covert narcissists. They love playing the victim, but they play the victim so they can never be wrong, and so that they can really, one of the reasons why so they never could be wrong. And they play the victim so they can get all this sympathy. They love getting sympathy. They love being the center of attention. They love people to think that they're awesome. They love for people to think that they just so nice person and, oh, the world is just so mean and everybody's just, bother me and pick on me and I'm so nice and everybody just treats me wrong. What's the perfect way the role of playing the victim of them being a nice person? The victim is never wrong. So this is another reason why they play the victim, because the victim is not wrong. That's why it's called being a victim. And they get off on that. They play the pity party. They love the empathy. People always, checking up on them. being sincere to them and catering to them. And then when you play the victim, people have sympathy for you. They cater to you. They do stuff for you. They give you everything you like, everything you want. And this makes them feel safe as well, too. It makes them feel safe. Then they can never be wrong. Then they don't ever have to admit to being wrong because they're the victim. If they're the victim, they done nothing wrong. They don't have to admit to doing anything wrong. Then they always just point the finger at everybody else. That's just the sum of it in a nutshell. Dominique, they cheat also because they love the upper hand. They have abandonment issues, so they want to hurt you before you hurt them. They perceive the world from a place of fear. Yes, Dominique, this is 100% true. They perceive the world from a place of fear, and the world is just evil and no good. Oh, this is how they see it. And they do also want the upper hand as well too. And they believe that you're going to do it to them anyway, so they rather do it to you first. So this is how they think, well, you're going to do it anyway, so I'm going to do it first. Even if you say you never did it and they did it, it doesn't matter. You were going to do it. And how do I don't know that you didn't do it anyway? Wanda, you are so right. Angela, so true. Dawn, do they play victim to get empathy? Yes, Dawn, they play victim to get empathy. They love empathy, so they play the victim. They love empathy. They love attention. When you play the victim, you get empathy and you get a lot of attention. And people feel sorry for you. So when people feel sorry for you, they're compassionate. They're concerned about you. They worry about you. They say nice things about you. They do things for you. They show you a lot of love and care. This is what they want. This is the stuff that they want because they're so empty and they want and need. This is another reason why they play the victim. And playing the victim works for them. And then when they play the victim, they get to make excuses of why they don't do what they should do and what they're supposed to do. And then people give them a pass, and most times also too they end up doing things for them, and they always got help. And they always get help for everything. Angela, when you discard them first, they go crazy, right? Because they lost at the game, Angela. They hate losing. They hate losing, Angela. Yeah, they get mad if you discard them first because they already have plans to set up for when they can discard you. So they got to win at everything. This is what they wake up and their life is all about. Winning any and everything. This is why, whether it's from playing a game or to a conversation, this is why they'll go through great length of winning it. And this is why when they win, they be so happy and they fight to win over any and everything, the smallest things, because life to them is all about winning. So that's on anything, on every level. Small, big, it don't matter. And you beat them at their only game, the game that they good at. Well, they perceive themselves as they good at. So when you discard them, they lost and they feel hurt and you rejected them. So that causes narc injury. When narcissists get rejected, it causes narc's injury. It causes narc injury. They can't help it. They get mad. They fool up. They go enraged. They get angry. Because to them, you defeated them and destroyed them. And they lost at a game. So they go crazy. They can't handle rejection or losing. They're kids. They really grown up children. Like, think about it, how kids don't like losing. Or they don't like rejection. They can't handle it or take it. It's the same thing with them. They kids. They just adult children. Dawn, why do they want to destroy you? Because they already destroyed themselves. Like, they already destroyed themselves. Like, and they get off. You know how some people, good people, it makes them happy and they love positive energy and they love helping other people that make their day. Well, with them it's the opposite because they're not good people. So they wake up trying to hurt people and destroy people, to bring people down. This is energy and supply for them. They love seeing people down and break down, and then they feel like they got power when they see people, when they could bring someone down, destroy them. that makes them feel like they got power. So they weak people, and they know that they weak, and so when they destroy people and bring them down, that makes them feel good. That makes them feel like they got power, that they were able to do that to you. Angela, it's like a game. Yeah, it is basically, it's a game. Yeah, it's basically a game that they play. And then when you once you invite them in your life, you're basically playing a game with them that you don't even know about, but it's a game. Dawn, why won't they divorce you? Because they don't have another supply. They won't divorce you because they don't have nobody else lined up, and they see divorce as them losing. So they see it as, you know, they losing, and it's a loss, so they don't want to do that just because it felt like they lost. They don't like losing at anything, so divorce is basically failure. They don't like failing or feeling or knowing that they failed at something. So that's why they won't want to. And also because, you know, you created a safety net for them. And so they don't have to worry about nothing. And them divorcing you, it erupts that. Now they gotta go, feel like they gotta go fend off for themselves again and find some new supplies, secure this and that all over again. Dominique, empathy is supply. Yes, Dominique, empathy is supply for them. Wanda, my soon-to-be ex-husband wants a divorce, and now all of a sudden he's trying to be nice. Well, Wanda, don't trust it. He either being nice because he has the upper hand and things going his way, or either he's trying to be nice because you might have the upper hand, or something, you know, something you might not know that you should know. So, but don't trust that. But he probably tried to rock you to sleep so you could play nice. And so that whatever it may be of what you might get out of divorce or something like that, he's just trying to keep you playing nice. So be careful about that, because you can't trust it. Dominique, they think you are property. They own you via court papers. Yeah, they're very territorial. They do think they own you. They do think that you are their property. So this is why once they discard you and they come back to hoover you, they expect you to be just sitting in place ready, been waiting for them the whole time, because they actually do think they own you. Miss Terry, why isn't their own family onto them? Well, Miss Terry, that's because they come from a family just like them. So Miss Terry, if they family are full of, let's say, narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, they know all about them. They got it from them. So they know that. And I'm glad you asked that, because I've been wanting to address that. I'll do a video about that soon, but I've definitely been wanting to address that because it's very confusing. But they just like them. That's where they got it from. That's the reason why they who they are. So they know. Or as might be, they are very not like that with their family, but they like that with everybody else. So they got them very well fooled. They have everyone fooled. So that could be another reason. Either it's because their whole family like that, because they come from their family is like that. So the family they come from or the household they come from is like that. Or either like they got their own family household fooled. They got them fooled very well, and that they got them. They got only people that they victimize. They show their true colors to them. Enga, darn it, I'm late to the party. Enga, they won't divorce you until they have the next new supply lined up. Yeah, because they don't like being out without supply or not being ahead of the game. Because they don't plan on being single or being alone for 1 second. So before they discard you or leave you, they got the new supply, new victim lined up, already ready to go. Egna, you divorcing them is a punch to their ego. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It hurts their ego. Dawn. Is it also because it's a lot of work to divorce? Yeah, the whole process, they really wouldn't want to go through it. They wouldn't want to really go through it. So yeah, that could play a part too as well. It's true, Kevin. Cluster B people do not evolve emotionally past 5 to 9 years of age. They stagnate at a point. Right. Their growth and development stagnates at a certain age level, right? So they stuck there at a certain level. So no matter how old they get, they'll have a mind of a 2-year-old, 5-year-old, a 9-year-old. Oh, I thought they're closer to the emotional age of 3-year-olds. Yeah, they're emotionally unstable. Like the emotional development stagnate. That's why they're emotionally unstable. They're not emotionally mature at all. Ignore. Chances are their own family is not onto them because they are probably disordered as well. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yeah, very true. Very true, Igna Hicks. Igna 359 is still in fatal. Yup. Open down. Keeping my faith. Their family normally don't catch on to who they really are because they need them to be their flying monkeys. The ones that see them as a good person when they're really not. So you look like the bad one. Yeah, that's true too, keeping my faith. Dawn. Yes, so true story. No, definitely. Wanda. And he also does the no contact and silent treatment. I don't understand that. So now I'm at a point where I want nothing to do with him. Well, he's giving you the silent treatment and no contact also because of you won't abide to what he wants and what to do. Like, so he's giving you the silent treatment because it's passive aggressive. It's him being passive aggressive, and it's also for him. And also he's doing that so really trying to get you to kind of like punishing you. Like, so they're giving you the silent treatment and ignoring you. So basically for you to get and understand, like, okay, you need to change and do what I want you to do or be who I want you to do. So it's kind of like a punishment for you not being who he wants you to be or doing what he wants you to do. Or go through or go through where he wants you to go through, or just play along. And just, why don't you just play along and just be a good puppy and just listen and just do as I command. Igna, Kevin, you are very wise and well versed on this subject. Thank you, Igna. Thank you, Kevin. You're welcome, Wanda. Miss Terry, supposed to be good, church-going people, OMG. Yeah, Miss Terry. Yeah, most of them pretend like they are, but they not. Nadia, can two narcissists have a relationship? Yes. Yes. Nadia, that is yes, that's very true. Nadia, I got two videos on that. I think it's called Yes, Narcissists Do Date Narcissists. So check both of them out. It's part 1, part 2. Nadia. It's Yes, Narcissists Do Date One Another. Part 1 and 2. So check that out on my channel. Nayama. I hope I say your name right. Nayama. My family is full of narcissists. Yes. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. The generational cycle never stopped. Everybody just came and repeated what the parents did and siblings, and they had kids, and the same thing, it just kept going and going. It keeps on going and going. Then they have kids, and then they raising that dysfunction, so they just spread it worldwide. They just keep going on and going on. But I know exactly what you mean, Niyama. Or Nayama. Dawn, why, if parents are narcs, why do the siblings become one too? Because this is the functional environment or household that they grow up in. They are trained and taught to behave like this and be like this. They are taught like this is okay. And just like if you brought up in a household and you are trained that school is important, then that's what all the kids and siblings gonna take school very seriously and important. And then once they have kids, then they're gonna apply that to them too, because that was important and part of their childhood. Nayama, I just learned about narcissists last Thursday. Wow. So you knew, you fresh, you knew. It's a lot for you to learn, Nayama. It's a lot for you to learn and understand. Dawn, I asked because my siblings are all narcs. Yeah. Because it came from who? Your household, your parents. It came from them. Like, so they become what they see and what they was taught and what was around them. You learn from what you're around. You pick up from what you are surrounded by. It's the same thing. If you see 9 billion, if you see 9 millionaires, right, and a 10th person hang with them, 9 times out of 10, that 10th person are going to become a millionaire like the 9 other people he hang around. You know the saying that, show me your friends and I'll show you your future? That's not a cliche. That's very true. You got to take heed of that. People become who they associate with and who they're around. That's why your company and who you keep around you is very important. Nayama, I have learned about narcissists last week. I couldn't understand how my family ostracized me for many years. Nehemiah, I got videos on that. So if you go down and look, you'll see the titles that relate to that. I'm trying to remember now. I can think of 2 right now. I'm trying to remember the name, Nehemiah, so that you could go look at them. I think one is called I'm trying to remember the names for you, Naima. I think one is called how narcissist parents sabotage their children's lives, part 1. And I think the other one is called how narcissists family and friends turn or go against the scapegoat. Part 1. So just look for those 2 videos. You'll see them, Naima, and they will give you a lot of information of what you're going through. Naima, I was the target by my parents. Yeah, Naima, you was the scapegoat. Miss Terry, so hurt to find out on your 10th wedding anniversary that he has a child with his own first cousin in his hometown and high school, and his family forced him to go into the military. Wow. Yeah, see, the Narcissist family, they got a lot of secrets, and I have to do a video on that because in Narcissist family is a lot of incest. So yeah, I gotta do a few videos on that and speak on that topic because that is true. And so the family, usually the family has a lot of secrets, a lot of skeletons in the closet. Miss Terry. There's Miss Terry. Now my children are in danger from that and family breeding nightmare. Unspeakable shame. Yeah, Miss Terry, so yeah, you might want to watch your grandkids and, you know, be aware and ask them questions and, you know, just watch them closely to make sure that's not happening to them. Naima, I walked away from them a few years ago. I kept trying to be a part of the family, but my family is a cult. Yeah, these people are very cult-like minded. They have one way of thinking and living and seeing things, and they all of them think the same. This is why they quote unquote click up, and they cult-like minded, and this is how they live and act, and they despise anybody who thinks different from them or see things different or don't want to go along with what they are doing or the agenda. You don't follow their agenda or believing in what they believe in, they definitely will single you out. Naima, I seen your videos and other videos. I watched their behavior and I knew it was right. I mean, I knew it wasn't right. Yeah. Yup. Naima, yeah. Don't. Do narcs prefer family members, siblings according to birth order? I don't know what you mean by that, Dawn. Do narcs prefer family members, siblings according to birth order? Naima, I'm in the healing stage. Dominic, yeah, my siblings are all narcs too, and I have developed some narc traits from growing up in the environment. Naima, I'm in the healing stage and I stopped going around family for about 3 years. I watched the videos. Well, that's good, Naima. You keeping no contact. That's awesome. Naima, I watched the all last week other people videos. Dawn, yes, I have 2, Dominic. I've also had a Miss Patsy. I know the behavior by heart. I survived it. I watched it. I watched it. Wanda, why do narcissists stay friends with their ex-girlfriends? Yeah, narcissists sometimes narcissists stay friends with their ex-victims / supplies because they plan on hoovering them back. They just keeping them around and be cool and just, you know, so when they come back around. And also they keep them around because supply. They get supply from them. Naima, it was on point. What was on point, Naima? Miss P pat me too, Dawn. I too was the scapegoat. Naima, I saw your videos, they was on point. I was stunned that there was a name for my abuse. Yeah, Naima, I can understand. I was the same thing for me too, Naima. Naima, if you reject the incest, the family is used against you, the victim. Yup, that's true, Naima. Yes, the dude. Naima, my father was the head narcissist, yup. He was the one that ruled the iron fist. He was the one that was in control, right? He was the one that was running everything. Miss Terry. That narc was molesting our daughter for years during our marriage. Today, she is still thinking he's her man. She can't break that bond, and she has 3 children she lost to protect him. Wow. Wow, Miss Terry, your story. Wow. Dawn, I couldn't speak up about what my father did to me because he was a retired law enforcement person. Wow. Yeah, Dawn, so because he was quote unquote a special person in the law enforcement arena, you had to keep that, you had to conceal that. You couldn't expose that. Yeah. You know, politics, public image. Yeah. Miss Terry, today since my family raised her children, they are flying monkeys for Kim folks here. Yeah. Dawn, I came from a family of 5, so I wonder if narcs play favorites according to birth order. Nah, no, Dawn, it has nothing to do with birth order. Like, you could be the youngest and be the scapegoat. You could be the oldest or be the scapegoat. You could be in the middle and be the scapegoat. Just like you could be the oldest and be the golden child. You could be the middle child and be the golden child, or you could be the baby and be the golden child. It don't go by order at all. That don't matter. Naima, your videos. My videos what, Naima? Oh, was on point. Thank you. Dominique, I'm the middle child scapegoat. Dawn, I identified with Miss Terry. I was molested too for 4 years. Wow. You too, Dawn, by your father? How much she put? Naima. Oh, so it's Naima. Okay, Naima. What's this 140K MGTOW, Emmanuel? Why does Narcissist hang up the phone on you? Oh, because they don't care. They don't got no respect for you. They don't care what you're doing. And then they don't want to be bothered. You keep talking about stuff that they don't want to talk about. When they don't want to talk about something, they don't want to talk about it, they'll just hang up on you. And they hang up on you on purpose to make you feel mad. And I dealt with that before too, dealing with a narcissist that just kept doing that, hanging up on me. Like, just out of the blue, just hang up on you. Then they'll act like they don't know what happened. Like, or they just won't pick up their phone. Or also because they doing something and they busy at the time and they're like already portraying you at that moment. And then they just hang up the phone because they don't want to talk right now because something going on. So Emmanuel, it's a disrespect thing, and they don't care about what you're saying, and they don't care what you're talking about. They'll just hang up on you instead of dealing with it. They don't like to go through and deal with the emotions about things. They don't know how to deal with things. They don't know how to deal with them being wrong because they don't care about being wrong, and to them they are never wrong. And so they don't talk things out. This is why when they discard people, they just leave. When they want to divorce you, they just most likely just leave, pack their stuff and just go. And then they just leave because they don't break up normally like normal people do. They're not normal people. They don't think or behave like normal people or see things as normal people. So this is why sometimes they'll just hang up on you because say like she might have been, or she might have been cheating on you, and well, you must be a guy. Say like, well, you MGTOW, so you was a guy. So Emmanuel, So say like you call her or you talking on the phone because she cheated you or betrayed you, and she's not gonna apologize. So you're gonna be trying to look for apology, because that's what a decent person would do. She knows she's not gonna do that. So you trying to get that from her is gonna just irritate her. Then therefore there's no point in the conversation no more. And then you're trying to get her to admit that she was wrong. She's not going to do that. And then understanding how other people feel and caring about how they feel, understanding that people also get hurt. They don't understand that and they don't think about that. So in that way, so it's no point for them to have the conversation. So they can't handle that, even hearing it, and they can't understand it, or they won't provide what it is that you want. So they just hang up the phone because they can't handle it or deal with it. Dawn, why do narcs molest kids? Wow. Well, one, because they ain't no good and they're evil and demonic. So that's one of the reasons why. Wanda, why do narcissists make promises that they cannot keep? They do that on purpose so they can see how mad and frustrated you get. And they just say anything just to shut you up. And they like to give people false hope, Wanda. They like to give people false hope and see them get excited and believe something, and then when that day or time come that it didn't happen. They love seeing people disappointed. And they just tell you that just to shut you up, so they don't have to deal with you or anything like that, or keep talking about something. They'll just say, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Oh yeah, I promise this, I promise that. They like lying. And they know it disappoints and hurts you, so this is why another reason why they do it. They don't care about keeping the promises, like Miss Terry. And Dawn, the reason why narcs molest kids, because, some of them got molested, Miss Terry, till this very day, my daughter won't tell me when he started doing this to her. I tried to adopt her 3 children. My sister was a CPS supervisor and basically stole and wrecked 2 of my grandkids. Wow. Miss Terry, my auntie raised the other grandson, who is now 25, in absolute terror. Tried to jump on both me and my daughter. They wrecked my 3 grandkids. Wow. And this is the thing. These are the worst people. They are the worst stewardess of children, and they always want to have children. One, so they can use them for supply, and then so they can wreck their life. And they see it as a project to make somebody just like them. Like, they love it. Like, and they are the worst stewardess of parents, and they always want children. And they ruin them. Like, they should not have children. These people should not have kids. Nehemiah. Narcissists molest just to control the victims. Well, that's another reason why they do that, yes. Nehemiah. Nehemiah. They are pure evil. Yeah, they are. True. 100%. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm about to end it. So I'm about to end this live stream right now. So if you just so you guys know, if you guys would like to email me, you can email me at kevinsullivan317. No, I'm saying the wrong email. If you guys would like to email me, I'm saying something. If you guys would like to email me, you can email me at kevinsullivanyoutube@yahoo.com. Again, for those of you who would like to email me, just so you can email me back and forth about anything, you can email me at kevinsullivanyoutube@yahoo.com. or if you want to do one-on-one phone calls, you can email me too at kevinsullivanyoutube@yahoo.com for that reason as well. Nehemiah, thanks for your support. You're welcome. Thank you. Love so good. You're welcome. See Lover Forever. Miss Terry, thanks for your time, Sir Kevin. God bless you. You're welcome, Miss Terry. God bless you too. Rose Goddess, thank you, Kevin. Dominique, bye, Kevin. Bye, Dominique. Yup, and Dominique, that lady love you already, Dominique. That lady love you. I mean, not love you, but like you. Dominique, that lady like you already. Dawn. Bye, Kevin. You're above and beyond awesome. You've been a trooper. Thank you, Dawn. Nehemiah, thanks for caring. You're welcome, Nehemiah. Wanda, you are the best, Kevin. Thanks so much. You're welcome, Wanda. Thank you. Shelly Ann. Oh, I missed it. Next time. Yeah, next time, Shelly Ann. Lorna, thanks, Kevin. You're welcome, Lorna. Being Hoover currently. Also, Lorna, I hope I'm saying your name right. Lorna, so if you're being Hoover right now, Lorna, check out my video that I have on my channel called Narcissist and Hoovering Part 1. So check out my video, Lorna, Narcissist and Hoovering Part 1. That'll help you out. I will say stuff right now, but I'm about to end the live stream. So, but just go check out that video. Sweet dreams to you too, Emmanuel. Dawn, so am I, Lorna. Well, you check out that video too, Dawn. Lorna, thanks, Kevin. Will do. You're welcome, Lorna. And Lorna, if you'd like to email me, just email me at kevinsullivanyoutube@yahoo.com. So, thank you everybody for tuning in to the live stream. Catch you guys next time on the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody have a great one and take care. Bye.